This week on a brand new episode of SAS Podcast. I realize that we live in a day or age where we got to take mental health extremely serious, and I support that wholeheartedly. But I don't think taking mental health seriously is assuming anytime somebody acts out that they're mentally not okay. I don't think that's the way you address it either.
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind. Underdog.
Yes, sir. What's going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sports pod in all the land.
Spade, I'm stressed out, bro. I'm stressed out.
I was finna say, I don't even want to do the regular intro.
Spade, I'm stressed out, bro.
It's been crazy.
I'm stressed out, bro.
It's crazy.
Spade,
you still gotta tell the people who you are. They don't know who you are.
Spade, they know who we are, man. They here. But if you knew,
right.
I'm your boy, the Paris 57. That's K Spade, the prospect. Spade, I'm stressed out, bro.
Tell them why.
Spade.
Why you stressed?
What in God's name is going on with Antonio Brown, bro? Like that, like we not about to sugarcoat this shit. We about to, hey, look, this is Strong Arm Sports, no sugarcoat, no biases. What, Spade? Just the damn strong arm truth, bro. And we here to kick them actual factual, Spade. Antonio Brown, if you guys didn't know, was cut today by the Raiders. Now, Spade, we got this thing on this show, and yo, once we get tired of people, we don't talk about him no more. And Antonio Brown is currently on that list. He's currently on that list. Spade, other notable people on that list, Johnny Manziel. Tired of Johnny Manziel. When we talk about Johnny Manziel. Spade, well, I wanted to put LeVar Ball on this list, but you was like, LeVar Ball? I'm like the stepson. You know what I mean? Like, I'm part of the family. So we kind of talk LeVar when it's warranted. A Spade.
Yep.
Man, Antonio Brown was fine. Let me just give it a little bit of a backstory. We already know Antonio Brown's feet was jacked up. Then Antonio Brown had a problem with the helmet. Then Antonio Brown got fined for missing some meetings. He went to Instagram because you know Antonio Brown likes to talk a lot, or like to type a lot rather. He went to Instagram and showed the fine and was pissed off about the fine. So after the fine, he came in and him and Mayock, is it Mayock? Yep. They had it out. Allegedly, some words were said. They said, allegedly, I'm doing allegedly, Spade, because Antonio Brown said he never called anybody this. But allegedly, Antonio Brown was alleged to call the GM a cracker, and some other things were said. Spade. So then they fined him again for conduct detrimental to the team. It was a report that he wasn't going to play Monday. Then it was a report that he will play Monday after he came in and apologized after the outburst versus the GM. Then something else happened. He got fined again, like $200 and something thousand that basically voided the $30 million contract. So then he went back to let me rewind. Because after the fine, after the $200 and something thousand fine, Gruden must have called it. He called Gruden. The conversation was recorded. Antonio Brown did a whole little production junk on his YouTube channel when the conversation was recorded. We heard the conversation. He did like some a little short cinematic movie. Then after that, Antonio Brown was fined again, got cut. With Instagram was like, yo, just release me. And the Raiders made his wishes come true, and he was released. Spade. What in God's name is going on?
I actually answered this question weeks ago.
You did?
On this show, when I told all you guys that Antonio Brown, to me, looked like a guy who didn't want to play anymore. And LaParis, I listened to the timeline you gave, and I was thinking that to a lot of people, they keep saying, yo, man, Antonio Brown, all this stuff is crazy. He just started acting crazy. But if you remember, we can go back to a time before things really got bad in Pittsburgh. I think the first sign of him kind of acting out was when he was on Facebook Live in the locker room after a game.
Talk about it.
So he's always been a go to social media. And I don't want to say always, but as of late, as of the last couple of seasons, he's always kind of been a social media guy. we felt like he had some type of a partnership deal with Facebook, and he was trying to go live from Facebook a certain amount of times to, I guess, meet some type of obligation. This, again, is me speculating. I don't know this to be true. But you look at the entire way that thing went down in Pittsburgh, the way he went out. We talked about it here on the pod. Him coming up to Tomlin before the last game like, Coach, I'm hurt. And Tomlin was like, all right, just go home. And then he flipped that like, what type of coach going to tell me to just go home? What the hell was you wanting the coach to do? You went up to the coach and said that you was hurt. Everybody hurt. Everybody's hurt. Right. By the last game of the season, fam, everybody's beat up. Their bodies are worn down. Everybody's hurt. So that shit started way back then. You spoke on the fact that, once he got to Oakland, the issues kept going. He had the frostbite issue. He had the helmet issue. He threatened retirement over the helmet. He said if he couldn't wear his old helmet, he would retire then.
Right.
And the Raiders were still working with him, man, bringing him helmets. Everybody, he went on social and said if anybody got this kind of helmet, like that was a whole ordeal. Then they had the thing where you either all in or all out. Right. That's what the Raiders management and ownership was saying. Are you in? Do you want to be here? You either all in or all out. Then he got fined. Mm-hmm. He posted his fine on IG, which led to a meeting with Mayock that got heated. After that, he came back and had an emotional apology, they said.
Yep.
And the reason why a lot of people speculated that an apology happened in the first place was because after the heated exchange with Mayock, they were saying that if he got suspended by a certain point, then he would lose his guaranteed money. So then he had the emotional apology. And Gruden, who I felt like has had this dude's back the entire way, said, hey, he's going to play.
Word.
They wasn't even going to suspend him after that. They said he's going to play. But then he went to damn YouTube and, like you said, dropped a mini film where he wiretapped his own coach. And I'm 90% sure that Gruden had no idea he was being recorded in those conversations. He even took sound bites from various sports talk shows that weighed in, because that's their job. That's what they get paid to do.
Right.
Weighed in on Antonio Brown and his whole thing. From that, he got 2 letters. After that video was released, he got 1 letter that was a fine, and then it was another letter warning him that if he is released, he gets no guaranteed money. And according to what I'm hearing, LaPierre, they said that in that letter, at some point around this time, he was notified that he wouldn't have any guarantees on his contract. They basically wanted to do to him what the Lakers are doing to Dwight Howard with his contract, where you kind of on a week-to-week basis, because we so sick of your shit, fam, and you so unreliable at this point that we don't want to make a long-term investment in you. We don't trust. I don't want to say they don't want to. They clearly wanted to. He had a $50 million contract with $30 million in guarantees. They did everything in their power to make this shit work. And I got to be honest, man, this is one of those situations where we say a lot. Talent prevails, right?
Yep.
You can be a guy that has some issues. LaPierre in pre-production, I was telling you, look at Josh Gordon, man. Josh Gordon is a guy that you really could make the argument that the league could have, and maybe even should have, turned their back on Josh Gordon a long time ago.
Yep.
But the difference is his issues off the field are his issues off the field. We've never once heard of any issues with the team at practice, him versus management, him versus coaches, him versus other players. Everybody loves him. His teammates love him. His issues are his own demons that he deals with. And the league continues to give this guy chances. Whether that's fair or not that's not what I'm here to argue. But Antonio Brown is going to put himself, or may have already put himself, in that list of people that the league decides as a whole to turn their back on. We've seen it before. We saw it with Terrell Owens. We saw it with Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick didn't deserve it. That's neither here nor there. We even saw it with Marvin Harrison, man. Marvin Harrison, it ain't like he had this steady decline. Like, he was the Colts #1, and then he was just gone one day. I was like, damn, what happened to, like, nobody else gave Marvin Harrison a shot? Shit was crazy. So, LaPierre, to me, I think Antonio Brown doesn't want to play. And you said something in pre-production I'm going to ask you to say again here. When a player mentally has checked out, you said that's dangerous for a multitude of reasons, right?
Yeah, because, I mean, first of all, football is a game where you got to be 100% in, man. Because if you're not, That leads to injuries.
Yep.
And football isn't a sport. Like, look, if LeBron having a bad game, AD gonna be able to pick it up. Listen, if the linemen don't block, when they say we gotta move as one, that is more so in football than any other sport, man. Because if somebody if AB just out there lollygagging, just half-ass running routes, that could lead to interceptions. That could lead to the line being frustrated. That could lead to in-house, when they say, oh, he had in-house cancer, it leads to all that bickering back and forth. Like, you gotta really, the morale in football, I think, matters more than any other sport, man. And when you said that a few shows ago, and you was like, yo, I don't think you want to play. And I'm like, man, 30 million. No, he signed the contract for $50 million, $30 million guaranteed. If you listen to the conversation, and the crazy thing is, Gruden came out and said, oh, I thought it was hilarious. Gruden don't think that type of shit is hilarious. We done heard Gruden on Monday Night Football for probably 3-4 years now. How he talk about players. Gruden don't like that shit. He trying to save face because he know Antonio Brown is a tremendous talent. And trust me, inside, Gruden is fed up with that shit and know he needs Antonio Brown to win games. He signed a 10-year, $100 million contract. Either way, Gruden gets his bread, but he want to win. And he know he need Antonio Brown to have a better chance. I ain't saying the Raiders ain't going to win without him, but Antonio Brown gives them a better chance to be more successful. And in the conversations, with Antonio Brown, you can hear Gruden ask him, and I can just hear the frustration in his voice.
You can.
Like, yo, do you want to be a Raider? Like, come on, let's cut this shit. So then Antonio Brown, like, I've been wanting to be a Raider. I wanted to be a Raider since I got here. I'm the hardest working person on the field. Are you? Because when he's out there practicing, and we've seen it on Hard Knocks, he's the best player the Raiders have. Shit, he only been out there a handful of times. Most of the time we see Antonio Brown standing on the sideline, complaining about his helmet, talking about, yo, this leg look right. Like he more concerned about how he look in the helmet than getting his ass on the field, man. Listen, I just heard the frustration in Gruden's voice. He was like, man, just cut this shit out and let's play some football.
And play football.
Come on, man. Yep. Like, you can hear the frustration in his voice. And listen, good riddance, man. And Antonio Brown probably will get another shot because he's a tremendous talent. Spade.
He might not, bro.
Go ahead.
I'm saying he might, but I really think other GMs, other teams, other players around the league, I think they starting to take notice, man. I think the Raiders bent over backwards to try to make this shit work, man.
I don't know what else they could do.
Fair.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what Spade. You can't ask if you're Antonio Brown, you cannot ask the Raiders, do y'all want me to be a Raider? Bruh, regardless of what you say, they traded a 3rd round pick or whatever round pick they traded, whatever round it was. Bruh, most teams don't give up picks. They don't want to give up picks because that's young talent that they can either, develop or trade later. You don't give up picks. You don't get Antonio Brown. You don't give him $50 million, $30 million guaranteed, and then ask, how can Antonio Brown, do y'all want me? Bro, they just did all that shit for you. They've been running helmets in and out of this spot trying to get your shit, trying to get a helmet you like just to get your ass on the field. Come on, man. And another thing, none of this shit would have came out if Antonio Brown wouldn't have started it. We didn't know Antonio Brown was fine until he showed the shit.
Yep.
All that shit was in-house. He made all this shit public and continued to make all this shit public. And we was watching. Yep. We was watching Hard Knocks, and Gruden loved this dude. He loves him.
He loves him.
I don't know what
you can hear it.
Yeah, man. I don't know what the Raiders are supposed to do, man. I don't know what they were supposed to do. The only thing they could do was be like, yo, enough is enough. We don't owe him this bread. We got our money back. Let's get this dude out of here, man.
If you call your GM, your boss, your next up superior, whatever, if you call them a racial term, whether I was talking with a guy at work and he was like, it's funny to me that people find that word offensive. And this was a white guy. I got to preface by saying that. Whether you find it offensive or not, the intent was for it to be offensive.
Word.
Like, you can call me poor. I'm obviously not poor. But if your intent was to offend me, then if I'm somebody in a position where I'm your superior, you're almost daring me at that point to do something to you. Like you're daring me. And I'm a firm believer, man. I'm an old school guy. My parents taught me this a long time ago. A lot of times, man, if you just shut up and listen, people will tell you who they are. Right. They would tell you who they are. You don't even have to try to do all this guesswork. He's been telling us for months who he is. Right. I don't need football. Yeah, I like football, but I don't need it. I don't have to have it. My bills are paid. My house is paid. Right. I got money. We talked about the quote, and people was hitting me up like, Spade, y'all didn't know that quote was from Paid in Full? And I was like, nah, I really didn't. But what I didn't hit y'all back with was this. And look, if y'all follow me, I tweet a lot. If I just randomly tweet a music quote, which I do from time to time, you best believe wherever I am in my current mental space inspired the need for me to share that quote. I don't just randomly pull quotes out of my ass and post them. So I don't give a shit where he got the quote from when he was saying, young boy, the league need, whatever the damn quote was. It still was influenced by where he was currently at in his mental space. And if you think otherwise, you're crazy. What? You're crazy. He's been telling us for months that he is okay walking away from the sport. I retweeted a post from George. I'm probably finna jack his name up. Iloka? I don't know. Yeah, that. And he said the only people I feel sorry for at the end of this whole debacle is the Raider fan base. Because I don't feel sorry for AB and I don't feel sorry for the Raiders because any man that's been telling you, he said that they gonna have to play by my rules or I won't play. He said that. So if you made a move to get this guy, it should have never been any reason for you to believe that he was gonna come in saying, hey, I want to be the team guy, I want to do it this way. No, he said he gonna do shit his way. What were you expecting? And now LaParis is it's two things I want to address and then we can move forward.
I think you were about to address what I was just about to ask you, but go ahead.
I got people all over my timeline that want to play social media, mental health specialists. And folks is like, man, I really feel sorry for Antonio Brown. He's mentally not okay. I'm not going to sit here and make the argument that he's mentally okay. And I'm also not going to make the assumption that he's mentally not okay. You people wouldn't know Antonio Brown if he walked by you in your damn city outside of a uniform. Unless his mustache is blonde or his hair is crazy, if he wears a regular haircut and walk by you in the mall, you wouldn't even know who the hell he is. You do not know his mental status. You don't know his mental status. And I realize that we live in a day or age where we got to take mental health extremely serious, and I support that wholeheartedly. But I don't think taking mental health seriously is assuming anytime somebody acts out that they're mentally 100%. Not okay. I don't think that's the way you address it either. By any time, oh, that person's mentally not okay. Oh, that person's mentally not okay. Oh, this person. Wait a minute. Everybody ain't mentally fucked up. Like
some people just stupid.
Some people just don't want. He don't want to play, and that don't even make him. That don't make him stupid. That don't make him mentally not okay. He don't want to play. It's just funny, dog. It's funny to me. And the last thing I want to address, and then I'll be quiet. It's everybody saying, oh, he's going to the Patriots. Oh, Patriots going to scoop him up. Man, we have heard numerous players leave the Patriots organization and say, it is not fun there. It is not fun there. You do not have fun there. Do you think that this shit is going to fly with Belichick and his control? And Belichick is a control freak. That's the reason why he and Brady butt heads. That's the reason. This whole thing between Belichick and, I'm having a brain fart, Kraft, this whole thing with Kraft and Belichick is the reason why Garoppolo was gone. Like, do you think they finna let this shit ride? So if it's a talent thing, every team in the league has interest in Antonio Brown's talent. But this extra shit, I'm willing to wager. I don't think it's any teams in the league willing to wager the price tag that comes with Antonio Brown and this shit. Not one.
Listen, man. I've been seeing the Patriots too, Spade. I even seen a rumor earlier. You know, I got, all that ESPN insider shit, and they was like, oh, the Saints could be a suitor, bruh. if you listen, maybe the Saints, maybe, but Spade, if you think AB is about to go to New England and think he gonna do what he want, shit, he'll be gone within a week. That shit won't last. Cause you ain't about to go to bro. Bill Belichick has gotten rid of people for less. Like you know what I mean? Like, yo, what was Jamie Collins he's back with the Patriots now, if I'm not mistaken, if they ain't cut his ass again. Bro, they traded old boy to the Browns, like, as a punishment. Like, he was like doing what he wanted on defense on the field. Shit. Belichick wasn't having that shit. Belichick said, bet. Watch, and this was before the Browns was getting good. Like, it was like, take your ass to Cleveland and deal with that shit over there. Go to Cleveland. Yep. Like, he not about to do. You ain't about to go to New England and do what you want. No way. Man, it's unfortunate because I felt like Spade. I agree with our local man. The fans, man, they done bought Antonio Brown jerseys and shit. They was happy he was out there, man. And for this, Spade, I told you in pre-production, this is probably the craziest shit I ever seen. This probably in football. This shit, I never seen no shit like this, man. And I mean, we done seen some wild ass shit, bro. I never seen no shit like this, man. I don't know if Antonio Brown's gonna get picked up by another team. People been tweeting me and was like, yo, what about Dallas? I don't want Antonio Brown with his demeanor having to deal with, like, I don't want Dak to have to deal with that shit. Dak got enough shit on his plate. That didn't have to deal with Antonio Brown and shit, not getting the ball or Dak overthrowing him, coming to the sideline, he having an outburst on Dak. I don't want Prescott to deal with that shit. So it's a no for me, big dog. I don't know. Jerry Jones is that type of dude. He like to make a splash like that. I hope not, because I think we building the team in the right direction. We just got, certain players signed. We'll talk about that next, but I hope not. Spade, and one more thing I want to address, Spade, and if you want to touch on it as well, I want you to speak on it. People saying that Antonio Brown don't have a good support system. How do you know that? We just watched Hard Knocks. He got a whole baby mother, girlfriend, wife, and kids living right there. You don't move them over there. So just coming out and be like, oh, he don't got a great support system. You don't know that. Oh, where's his friends? He must not have no friends. That's not true. Spade, we grown men, bro. We grown men. I mean, you have real conversations all the time. All the time. And Spade, you'll be like, yo, I think you messed up right there. I don't think you should have did that. It was done already. Or I'll be like, Spade, yo, that ain't the move. You know what I mean? And you still may do the move, or I still may do the move. You can, as a friend, you just supposed to keep it 100 with your friend. But as a grown man, they're going to do what they want to do. You cannot make anybody do anything they don't want to do, man. So all that, if I was his friend, I'd do, no, you won't. He a grown-ass man. And the crazy thing is he's rich. He's rich.
Thank you. That's what I've been saying.
He's rich. So, like, you ain't about to make this man be like, yo, AB, you fucking up. Like, bro, he don't care. He don't care.
Yeah,
it's just
I agree.
Go ahead. Spade.
I wanted to touch on that too. I was talking to some of my friends and they was like, man, this is sad. It's like he ain't really got no friends. And I was like, why y'all saying that? Like, man, your friends won't let you do this, man. I was like, Spade, I'm your boy. You was doing this shit. I would not let you do this shit. Fam, look, here's the difference in not having real friends and having real friends. If I'm doing something over here that's just OD fucked up, my friends that ain't really my friends, they gonna co-sign that shit. My real friends gonna be like, bro, what you doing is wrong. That shit is fucked up. But because they my friends, they're still gonna respect the fact that I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. They can't change, nobody can change my opinion, and I'm broke. I know if I was a multi-millionaire, you not changing my opinion, because I'm gonna believe that in my mind, my decisions help me get where I am. So who am I to start down myself now? It's tougher to tell him that he wrong than it is for you to tell your friend that stay down the street from you. You're not finna tell him he wrong. And one last thing. Big Ben was recently somewhere on a podcast or something, and he was like, I regret how things went down with AB. If I could change the fact that I called him out for doing something wrong. He said, if I could change that, I would, because it ruined our friendship. And Antonio Brown, who I'm sure got his number, decided to just take that clip and repost it on social and say, we was never friends. It was just a bit, it was about getting to the bag. We never been friends. Like, I ain't never liked you, and just shot that whole thing down. It's like, damn, that's so crazy. And furthermore, Juju basically worshiped the dude, and he don't like Juju. So everybody who's saying that he's going to the Saints, you think he gonna be okay watching Michael Thomas eat? He gonna be all right. He gonna be all right being the number 2.
He
gonna be all right being the number 2.
Shit, he might not be the number 2. That behind Kamara probably. Shit.
Yeah, man. He's not gonna be okay with that. How long do you think that shit's gonna work? We're not talking about his talent here, y'all. We're not talking about his talent. We're talking about where he currently is in his mental space. He said the shit gotta be his way or no way. What team you think finna take him and allow it to be his way? And the teams that would allow it to be his way, they're so bad, they're so desperate for his talent that it's not going to be a desirable place for him. The Bills wanted him. The Bills was trying to bend over backwards for him. He said, y'all send me to Buffalo, I'll retire. He didn't even want to play there. Buffalo said, it can be your way. We'll give you whatever you want. He's like, nah, I'm out. So where the hell do y'all think he going? This shit is mind-boggling to me. It's mind-boggling. But anyway.
Something just popped in my mind. People saying that he don't have no friends, bro. James Harrison been on TV numerous times, been in videos with him at each other's house, and was like, yo, this is my little brother. I got his back. He said, I'm gonna interview him so he can tell his side of the story. Said that they are close as hell, so James Harrison ain't stupid, bro. And he's probably telling AB, like, AB, what?
And he's called him out.
Go ahead, Spade. Go ahead.
I was saying, not only are you right in saying that, but James Harrison has openly disagreed with some of Antonio's.
Come on, man.
And he's not stupid. This is the strongest man in the league. So it ain't like he's scared of him.
Come on, man. He's still right. He out the league and still bench pressing like 700 pounds right now.
He's still the strongest man in the league.
Right now.
In the league.
That's right. Like, so, I mean, he's not stupid. So he ain't the one to be like, oh yeah, AB, that's the move. Like, he'll tell, if he think he wrong, he gonna tell him he wrong. So all that he don't have friends shit, come on, man. Stop making excuses for him, Spade. I wasn't a believer that you was like, yo, I don't know if you want to play. Man, AB ain't showed me shit. That showed me he want to play some football. He ain't there, man. He's not mentally. And then, you talk about this football shit, man. You gotta, Spade, I tell you this all the time, man. I said, yo, to play football, you gotta be a screw gotta be loose a little bit. You don't gotta be batshit crazy, but a screw kind of gotta be loose. To put your body through that much punishment in the summertime, in the fall, take hits, sacrifice your body for a team, like, it really is like a force greater than you. You gotta believe, like, this one common goal is greater than my health. Yeah. You playing football, more than like, let me say this, playing football, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. Your body going to be banged up. It's going to be tough to get out of bed. So you got to literally mentally believe that the one common goal is greater than myself. And all I've been hearing from AB is me. I. It's just the wildest shit I ever seen, man. It's the wildest shit I ever seen. And I mean, we seen Randy Moss go over there and he ain't really liking it in Oakland. They was trash. Randy Moss was kind of showing his ass. But not like this, man. Not like this, man. Jesus Christ. So, man, I'm ready to move on. I don't want to. So we done with AB? We ain't talking no more AB?
Yeah,
Even if he get picked up, we just want to mention it. Boom, he got picked up, and I'm done.
It's got to be something crazy. It's got to be equally as crazy in the other direction for me to talk about it. But if tomorrow we hear, like, Antonio Brown drives by Raiders camp and shoots birds, like, I'm not talking that shit. They already said that he unfollowed the Raiders and Derek Carr on social. What the hell did Derek Carr do? Like, I'm off it. Let's go ahead and move forward.
He wasn't even there long enough to even get to know what did Carr do.
And Carr loves him.
That shit's stupid. That shit is stupid.
Yeah,
no, Spade.
Let's move forward. Let's talk. Let's stay in the NFL, but let's talk about some stuff. Damn, man, that's crazy. 30 minutes off the rip on AB. There was some notable players in the NFL that got deals. They got extensions or they got new contracts. And, of course, the first one that come to mind for me is Julio Jones, who I say is the best wide receiver in pro football. Julio Jones and his, I don't even know if I want to call it a dispute, but his wanting of a new contract was handled about as professional as you can handle it. He let his team know that he was unhappy with his amount of pay. He let his team know there's a possibility that he won't play when it's time to play. But other than that, man, you didn't hear any back and forth. It wasn't no social media posts. People wasn't getting unfollowed. It wasn't no mini movies uploaded to YouTube. The man still showed up and did what he was supposed to do. Julio Jones got a new deal. Tyreke Hill got a new deal. I don't have the details of their deals, but I know you do, and there probably was a few other names I left out too. So let's talk that affairs.
First of all, I want to say this about Julio Jones, man. I got running jokes with Julio Jones, not with Julio Jones, but about Julio Jones.
They not
and
funny.
It's all in fun. But Julio Jones is a professional, man. And listen, Spade, we had a conversation. Maybe I think it might have been last year. We was like, or maybe the year before last. We were talking about Julio on the contract extension, and you was like, yo, in 2 years, he probably gonna come right back to the table or something. You know what? And he still handled it professionally. So kudos to Julio Jones, man. But Tyreke Hill also got an extension, 3 years, $54 million. You know, his extension is really based on a lot of his off-field situations. So he better not be doing no wild shit again, because they can void his bread. Zeke got paid. Zeke got $100 million. Basically like $60 million. It sounded like a 6-year, $100 million joint, because he already had 2 years left. So it was like 4 years, $60 million. And Jared Goff signed the richest contract, the richest guaranteed contract in NFL history. He got $110 million guaranteed. And it got people to thinking that maybe Dak will surpass this. I don't know. Goff been to a Super Bowl, Spade? Do you see Dak getting more than 110 guaranteed?
I don't.
Spade, please. I hope you remember. But do you remember? I was like, yo, I would give Zeke a 4-year extension, $15 million per, like $60 million. And I said what I said. I said I would guarantee the whole contract. That's basically what the damn Cowboys did. I would do the same thing with Dak. I would give Dak $20 million a year or $25 million a year, $20 to $25 million a year, and I would just guarantee the whole contract. I guarantee he take that shit. But those are some of the notable extensions, Spade. I'm happy Julio got his money. Listen, regardless how I feel about Julio getting in the end zone, which he did last year, and I actually said this year, Spade, I don't know if you remember, we did top 5 receivers. I said I think Julio Jones will get double-digit touchdowns this year. I think he would get 10-plus touchdowns this year. So we have to wait and see how that pans out. Tyreke Hill, we already know he's one of the most explosive talents in the league. When he's on the field, he's dynamic. You know what I mean? He just got to get that off-the-field shit together. Zeke, in my opinion, the best running back in the league. And I think Jared Goff, not the Super Bowl, but he had a season where he deserved his bread too, Spade. You got a problem with any of these guys getting money?
Nah, I don't.
Okay.
I'm cool with all of them. I'm really happy for Julio, but that's neither here nor there.
Of course you pick Julio. You love Julio Jones. That's your man.
I do. That's my dog.
But I mean, it's I just, these contracts got signed. Of course, Zeke was holding out, but aside from that, they got a hand. I mean, players hold out. I wasn't even mad at Zeke holding out. You hold out, you get your money, you come back, you play ball. But it's a way to handle shit, and clearly, Antonio Brown don't know it. These gentlemen do. Babe, you can move on if you want. You ready?
Let's do it.
Babe, we had a pick'em game last week.
We did? I don't remember that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm up 1-0. So, yo, to the loyal fans that watch on YouTube, leave it in the comment section. They left it in there like, yo, the Pirates 1-0. Because Spade picked Oregon and I picked Auburn. Auburn? Okay, yeah. Whoever it is. I picked them because they in the SEC and they the big bad SEC contenders. Whatever. But they came out in the Spade. Matter of fact, wait. Before we get to this game, let me talk to Willie Taggart real quick. I got so caught up.
What? This ain't got nothing to do with him.
I got so caught up in the Antonio Brown talk that I forgot to address Willie Taggart. Spade. And you said this a long time ago. I want teams to get off he went to Florida State. He played for Florida State. He's an alumni of said school. Let's hire that guy. Man, we got to get off that shit, bro. Listen, Spade, I am pro black coaches. I love me some black coaches. I love black coaches so... Spade, I love black coaches so much. What I tell them, Spade? Don't take that job. That's a bad job. They just gonna fire you.
Wait. I want to give some pushback. Oh my God. You have hated Willie Taggart before he even moved in.
I did. I'm looking at
And you was calling for Marvin Lewis to be fired for the last 4 or 5 seasons.
And they waited too long.
I'm just saying, you can't be both. You can't be both.
Yes, I can. Listen, I can be pro-black coach and then be like, this guy ain't getting the job done. Get him out of there. Get somebody else an opportunity. Yes, I can.
You didn't even give Willie Taggart a fast
I didn't like Willie Taggart at Oregon. At Oregon, he was 7-6 or 6-7. Get him out of here. Spade. Listen, I tweeted last week yo, we better not come out flat against Boise because they do this shit. Spade, can you respectfully say, can you be objective and agree with me? Boise do this upset shit. Boise ain't scared to play no big school. Am I correct?
No, they're not. You are correct. Okay. But Spade, y'all didn't come out flat.
Yeah, we came out flat in the second half. But for Willie Taggart, Spade, to say, oh, I think we lost the second half because we were dehydrated. What? This is Florida State. These players are majority of these players are from Florida. They play high school ball in Florida. They went to college in Florida. They play college ball in Florida. You telling me some dudes from Boise was better equipped to handle the heat than people from Florida? Nah, bruh. I don't want to hear no excuses. Willie Taggart, bruh, you let us come out today and lose to Louisiana Monroe, and you watch how I light a flame under his ass next week. Get Willie Taggart out of here, man. I don't like Willie Taggart. I never did.
Wait. So, as a coach, if you feel like your players didn't perform, if they didn't execute what you guys prepared to execute all week, what you want the coach to say? He came out and he tried to throw some bail to his players.
I don't want to hear that shit, man.
And got worked.
I don't want to hear that shit, man. I don't want to hear nothing about no dehydration. I want to hear, you know what?
This ain't even the topic, fam. So I don't know why we talking all this noise.
I want to hear Boise. They came to play. We didn't. It's at least in the second half. That's what I want to hear. Get Willie Taggart out of here. Spade, but moving on.
You putting me to sleep.
We had the pick 'em game, bro. Auburn came out, won that game. Oregon, woo.
Did they really come out and win the game?
I mean, they won. They won. But I mean,
they didn't come out and win.
Spade, Oregon didn't. I felt like Oregon left a lot on the field, bruh. They left a lot on the field, and I ain't gonna front. I was over here like, look at this shit, SEC school, huh? Look at this shit. But Spade, did Auburn win it or did Oregon lose it?
Oregon lost it, and know they lost it. They went super conservative, and they went super conservative way too early. I was watching that game. It was 1 point. It was third, and I don't know, 9, 10, 11, too damn long to be running a damn a dive off tackle. They just turned around and handed it off to the running back. He got 4. They brought the punt team. I was like, yo, they didn't run all the way through the tape. They got too conservative.
Spade,
I'm sorry.
I mean, you went late in the game. They missed the field goal early. I think they got a kick return, then fumbled. They left a lot of points on the field, man.
Let's just say we 1-1 in the pick'em game.
Hell nah.
Because technically,
hell nah.
Oregon really won.
Hell nah. That ain't how this shit work.
They just played 3 quarters of football instead of 4.
That ain't how this shit work. So you blaming it on coaching?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You wasn't impressed by the young freshman from Auburn?
Bo Nix.
He made plays, man. I mean, at that moment in a primetime game, you got to give it up to the freshman. Spade, he made plays.
Man, he made plays with his feet. He made plays.
Spade, he delivered a dot at the end of the game.
Oh, my boy Herbert delivered a dot at the end of the game too. I never seen anybody have a Hail Mary attempt and throw that bitch in the crowd. He threw it out the back of the end zone in the crowd. God damn.
I don't know if that was a dot. That was more of an exclamation point.
It was a laser.
Herbert was like, that's game. Boom. Take that shit, crowd.
I was just like, why is he so off? I get it. A Hail Mary play is, a low percentage chance anyway, but you have to throw it to the receiver. You can't throw it in the crowd. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't have any shade for Bo Nix. I know people gonna look at that last drive and be like, but if you look at that total game, he was,
I mean, I'm good with that topic. If you ready to move on, I'm good with it. I just wanted people to know I wanted to pick a game. Shout out.
I'm so good with that topic. I'm off that.
War Eagle.
War Tiger Strike Bird thing. Bro, let's talk NBA, kinda. Team USA, who we're talking about this team way more than I thought we ever would, but the team was constructed a little weird, and they've had some scares, and some of these games have been really close, and recently they had a game against Greece. This was concerning for a lot of folks because they got the Antetokounmpo brothers, and I don't know why we saying the brothers when Giannis is the one we really afraid of, but that's what they say. So Team USA won this game. I think they won it by like 10 or maybe a little bit more, but the reason why I'm discussing it was a play toward the end of regulation that might have been in the last 2 minutes of the game where Harrison Barnes had a breakaway. He was about to dunk. They felt like it was frustration on the Greece players, and it was an intentional foul to Harrison Barnes from Giannis's brother, whose name I cannot pronounce.
Don't matter.
And he pushed Harrison Barnes in the back, which is always a dangerous play, right? That's a dangerous foul. It was called a common foul. Harrison Barnes landed like on his stomach. He wasn't hurt, but the Team USA players felt like the fact that it wasn't an apology. All they wanted to see was like, you pick them up, you kind of give them a pat on the butt or whatever, like, hey, my bad. And I think for a lot of folks that would have been good enough. That never happened. There was no apology. And at the end of the game, Jaylen Brown and Giannis kind of got face-to-face. They had some words, and players and coaches kind of separated them because, as you know, Giannis got teammates on Team USA. Chris Middleton was there kind of pushing Giannis away. And
Brook Lopez
Jaylen
there
Brown
too,
said,
ain't Brook there too? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes. But I just, in this clip, you could see Chris Middleton kind of pushing Giannis away, like, yo, just, let it go. And, Harrison Barnes had a unique take. He was like, apologies only, they only do so much. Like, if I'd have been hurt, like, an apology wouldn't have done anything. And I kind of took it as though Harrison Barnes was saying, like, he didn't really care if he got an apology or not. He just felt like it was a dirty play. But Jaylen Brown really took offense to it. LaParis, I don't know if you saw the play, but even if you didn't see it off my description, are you okay? And also, let me do something weird. What the hell was Giannis supposed to do? Like, you side with the NBA players or you side with your birth brother? Like, it was just a tough spot, but are you okay with that play?
I'm not okay with the play, but your main concern is, regardless how we and people feel about Harrison Barnes, whether you think he's whatever, good or not, you don't want to see anybody. We seen Paul George go down, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to see people be hurt in this shit, man. So that foul, listen, we seen Greek play hard as hell in the All-Star game against, other NBA players in the NBA All-Star game. So I think that's just how they're gonna play. But it wasn't called for. An apology would have been nice, but your real main concern is you don't want anybody to be hurting this shit and cost anybody one of their best players on their team. It can ruin your season. I'm not saying Harrison Barnes being hurt is ruining anybody's season, but it can ruin his season if it was, if it was somebody else. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Didn't sit well with me. How did you feel about it?
I think I feel the same way. I would be more upset if Harrison Barnes was hurt. I think it's easy to say, hey, nobody got hurt, no harm, no foul. But at the same time, it's kind of known that it's a dirty thing. And, I feel like, I don't know what Jaylen Brown expected Giannis to do. You put Giannis in a tough spot. that's his brother. But you do kind of hope that when it's all said and done, and we'll never know, I kind of want Giannis to go to his brother and kind of be like, yo, don't, like, that's like an unwritten rule, bro.
And maybe he would or did. Maybe he did. Like, come on, man.
Right.
You don't even got to say too much. It's just like, come on, man. And you know what it means. But, if it's people coming at your brother like they want to fight or trying to approach him, then, yeah, you rocking with your family. Damn, but Jaylen Brown, You play for the Celtics.
I don't even have no brother. But if you did some shit that was wrong, I'm gonna let you know it's wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna let folks get on you right there either. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna have your back, but then I'm gonna cuss you out on the way.
Yeah,
out.
I'm with that. I agree with that 100%. I'm with that.
But yeah, man, that's all I got. Team USA gets the dub, though.
I got a little more, Spade.
Oh, okay.
Team USA, bro. I came up here
Bro,
and I
fix your energy. Why you sound poopy?
Because I came up here and I gave them the illest shit. Like, yo, I think they ready. They about to win. Go. They about to sweep. Now, we just seen them lose. We talked about them losing a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
We talked about that shit. I think the shit broke the streak of like 78 games or something. 70-something games. Spade. Team USA has not been... It's too many damn Celtics and Bucks. Like, what the hell is this shit? This shit looks terrible. Spade, I don't know. Do I got the score right? Did they win today 68-50 something?
Yeah.
Was that the score?
Yeah, 69-53.
Oh my God, Spade.
What's wrong with that?
60-something points.
Bro,
Spade, I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen.
What happened?
And they might win gold, but it might not look...
It don't matter. Gold is gold.
I said, that's Spade. I'm with you. But it might not look good. And do you know what's going to happen? Them studs going to come back and be like, yeah, nah, it's going to be the redeemed team. It's going to be the redeemed team. Like, Spade, they not looking good. They winning, but they not looking good, man. And I came up here and bigged them up. I bigged them boys up. I want them to play better.
Let me shoot them some bail. And I was the one on the fence about the team, and now I'm defending.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum got hurt in a recent game. Toward the end of the game too. He hurt his.
What that mean?
Huh?
What that mean? They got a team full of all-stars.
Yeah, but like they're not healthy. And as far as you being a little upset at them only scoring 69 points, would you see a teammate?
Tatum was shooting like 3 of 15.
Fam.
Like, come on.
And when you see a teammate get hurt, you just want to win. We ain't got to go OD hard. It ain't no use in risking injury. And I think that's another reason why we might not ever see the big stars back. Nobody wants to get hurt in this game, man. I got a fun fact for you. Who do you think logged the most minutes on this team? Like in the game against Greece?
You know what? I'm going to jump out on a limb and I'm going to say Jaylen Brown.
Wow. That's really good. Yeah. He led the team in
It's crazy because I just felt like they needed him for defense. That's the only reason why I think he's on the team.
Well, Marcus Smart is there. I thought Marcus Smart was there for defense.
I mean, him too. He would have been my next guess, but Spade, think about it. Like, if you're looking around the league, even if you can't have this, because see, I think it's a difference from superstar, star, all-star. I think, in my opinion, that is a difference. But if you're looking around the league and you can't get the superstars or the stars, you going to Jaylen Brown next? In my opinion,
what they got Kemba. Why Kemba scored 15 points in a day.
I mean, but I'm saying, if you going around the league and be like, yo, I want this guy, like I can't have this guy, that guy. Jaylen Brown is going to be a guy that's on your list. He's not on my list.
I mean,
as one of the how many people on the team? 12 people? Yeah. He's not one of the top 12 even.
Yeah, I get it.
All-stars.
They got that whole damn Boston Celtic team damn near.
That's what I'm saying. I think there's too many Celtics and Bucks. And you love Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez don't deserve to be on that team.
Hold up.
Why is Brook Lopez on that team?
Now you swerving all out your lane. Brook the Rainmaker Lopez.
Bro, why is Brook Lopez on that team?
Brook the Rainmaker Lopez can be wherever he want to be.
Lord.
Brook didn't even play.
Oh, my God.
Brook didn't even play. So
no! Get him out of here.
He's still on the, what you call it?
Get Brook out of here. I think Brook on the team. Get Brook out of here, man. If Brook ain't on the team, good. Shit, I don't know. I just know they ain't been looking good, man.
Bro, Giannis's brother.
Go ahead and shoot USA some bail.
Giannis's brother had 1 point and 2 rebounds, so I want y'all to stop saying the Antetokounmpo brothers. It's Giannis and that other guy.
I wonder is that the one that played for the Mavs? I think it's one in the league that played for the Mavs D League team. That's probably him.
Thanasis?
Yeah, I think that's him. And it was one with the Knicks, too. It's like 3 of them.
Oh, word?
It's like 3 of the Antetokounmpos. But
this one played for the Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm off Team USA, bro. I'm off them.
Bro, this one played for the Bucks, too. He don't play for no G League team. Get it right. He played for the Bucks.
Oh, the Bucks picked him up?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they got two pairs of brothers. They got both the Lopez's and both.
Giannis said, "Give him a shot." Giannis said, "Give him a shot." It was just like when the Warriors had picked up Curry, they ended up cutting him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Plus, the Bucks might need somebody to come in late game and get a hard foul. Got him.
Facts. Ready to move on?
Yes, sir. Team USA.
America. Man, I hope they win, man. I hope they win gold. Spade. The NFL season started. We just seen. Well, we attempted to watch a football game. I don't know what that was. We seen Thursday. Green Bay Packers. They was able to pull the victory out versus the Bears. The Bears defense is legit. They legit.
Is it?
Trubisky on the other hand. I think they sacked Aaron Rodgers 6 times, which the Packers got to get under control because we know Aaron Rodgers with his collarbone issues. So, and we know collarbones don't never really be right again. We know. We know. I know that being a Cowboy fan dealing with Romo. But Spade, the Bears defense is legit. I don't know.
The Packers defense look legit too.
I don't know. Was that the Packers defense looking legit or Mitchell Trubisky looking like shit? Because AR-12, Allen Robinson, he had 100 yards receiving.
He did.
So I don't know if that was Mitch. I felt like Trubisky missed some throws. I mean, but this topic isn't about that game. I'm just giving them some backstory. This topic is about expectations for the NFL season. Now, Spade, I know you're a Dolphins fans and expectations all over.
Whoa, what's the topic?
This isn't about your team, though.
You got a joke you want to share with the class?
What'd you say, Spade?
You got a joke you want to share with the class? I mean, we want to laugh too.
No, bro. I'm just giving them, the topic some context. Okay, Jesus. This topic is about expectations for the NFL season. I just want to know what you're looking forward to this season. I'm gonna tell you one thing I'm looking forward to. I'm interested to see is Le'Veon Bell still that dude? I took Le'Veon Bell in our money league, and I'm interested to see is he still that dude. It's some rumors going around, Spade, that Sam Darnold is on his way. I don't know how you feel about Sam Darnold, but I mean expectations this NFL season, Spade. What are you looking forward to?
I don't know necessarily if there's anything I'm looking forward to. I'll tell you a few things that I got my eyes peeled for. The first one, I hope I'm wrong about because I took this guy in my fantasy league, but I got this theory that the second year that defensive coordinators, after they get to collect a whole year of information on you, that second year you don't look the same. And I'm going to be watching Patrick Mahomes to see if he looks as dominant as people was already claiming that he was after 1 year. Nobody really had film on him. I want to see how
dominant. Can I get a 20?
Go ahead.
Can I get a 20?
Sure.
Spade, so when you say dominant, do you mean like he got to throw 50 TDs again?
I mean, you know what I'm saying. Like, if his numbers are in that same ballpark, then you be like, okay, this dude is it. I mean, and he's got weapons. He's got weapons all around.
Weapons, man.
But if his numbers,
I don't know if he. Go ahead, Spade. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If his numbers drop off, fam, it's gonna be a lot of crow eating because people been out here talking like he the Messiah.
I don't know because I think he can get 38 TDs, 35, 38 TDs, and the numbers drop. But I just think they got Shady now. They're gonna be able to, I think they. I don't know, Spade.
We'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I think the numbers could still fall, and I think he could still be one of the best. I don't think he got. And I'm not saying you're saying he got to throw 50 touchdowns.
Okay.
I don't think you got to throw 50 or 40 something touchdowns to be like, oh, he fell off.
Yeah, that's just something I got my eye on.
Between 30 and 40 TDs, and get Shady the ball. They got some running backs, Damian Williams, who they got from the Dolphins, who look like he the real deal. I mean, they got Kelsey. I mean, they're gonna be able to spread the ball around. They do a lot of little trick plays with Tyreke Hill, and they got that other dude, Mecole Hardman, I think his name is.
They got Sammy
that
Watkins
dude fast
too,
as
bro.
hell.
Don't be disrespectful.
Say it again.
They got Sammy Watkins too, bro.
They got Sammy. They got Sammy too. Yeah. So they got some weapons, man. But I mean, anything else you looking forward to? So you gonna give Mahomes a hard time? You still took him in the money league.
I'm not gonna give him a hard time. I'm just watching to see, how this whole thing is gonna go. What else? I'm keeping an eye on the Cleveland Browns. I feel like people may have crowned the guys on that team a little too soon. I'm watching to see how things go out there. I'm watching Pittsburgh to see if the departure of Antonio Brown is gonna make their offense a little more stagnant. I'm watching the Cowboys because I feel like maybe they threw money around a little too soon. I feel like on paper the Cowboys got a really good team, and I feel like expectations should be really high for that team. I want to see if they can prove that they are who Cowboy fans say they are. And, I guess those are the storylines. One last storyline for me I'm keeping an eye on. I think it's a make-or-break year for Jameis Winston down in Tampa Bay. I'm a Jameis Winston fan. I realize he's very erratic on the field, and he's obviously got some issues off the field. We've said this before. Bruce Arians is that guy that he's going to come through. He's going to cook up some dope shit. And if Jameis can't kind of get it cracking with Bruce Arians, I think this is the year. If this year goes bad, I think this is the year that Tampa Bay decides that they need to look for their quarterback of the future.
Man, that's a good point. Bruce Arians is the quarterback whisperer. If he can't get you right, nobody can. Spade, what about Jacoby Brissett? Taking over for Andrew Luck, the retired Andrew Luck?
I hate that.
I mean, people just writing the coach off. They saying the coach is this on.
Yeah, same me. Yeah, that's me.
No fight at all? They're not going to put up a fight at all? They ain't going to pinch the bitch?
Nah, man.
Man, Spade. Wow. Dom ain't going like that, bro.
I'm sorry, man. Me and Dom, we both James Harden fans, though, so, I can win his friendship back when the NBA season. Huh?
Over under 8 wins.
Under. Stop it.
Spade, I don't know, bro.
Under. Stop it.
I think it's a push.
Under. Stop. Better pizza. Bet me a pizza right here on the air. If they get under pizza? 8, you gotta send me. You gotta order me a pizza online. Pay for it with your card. Get it sent to my house from one of my local pizza
I'll take 8 because I think they get 8 on the dot. So that means you saying they won't get 7 wins.
Wait. You saying what? I'm saying 7 or less. 8. What's the number?
Yeah,
I'm saying
no 8 or less. So that means 7 wins or less.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
And if a miracle happens, I will send you a pie, as you people call it. It's not a pie, by the way. It's a pizza.
Cool. I take that back. I take that back. I think people writing them off. I think Brissett going to be solid, man.
Yeah, people is me.
Solid.
I'm people.
I think he's going to be solid, man. One thing I'm looking forward to, I want to see. I mean, the Cardinals jumped out the gym. They fired the coach after 1 year. They got rid of the rookie quarterback after 1 year. They got Murray out there. They went and got my man from Texas Tech. They got fired from there. Then he went somewhere else, got fired. So,
it sounds like you throwing shade. You got to talk about the fact that he got fired.
Bro, the crazy thing is, he said in preseason, we ain't show nothing. Okay, so I want to see some dynamic shit. A lot of people are picking them to win this first game. They play the Lions first. Cardinals play the Lions. They picking the Cardinals to beat the Lions. I want to see it. I want to see this offense, this air raid offense, man. Another thing, a lot of people is they picking the Eagles to make another Super Bowl run. I want to see if Carson Wentz can stay healthy. We love I think you love him now. You didn't love him in the beginning. But Saquon, man, you said Saquon, they're gonna stack the box versus them, man. We know they took a QB in the draft. How long does it take for them to be like, you know what, Eli, fade the black. Let's get the young fella in there. Let's see what he got, man. Listen, I'm gonna go to the Thursday game. I want to see can Trubisky get this shit together.
Why do you want to see
that?
You know the answer to this.
I don't know, Spade, because he had a good year last year, but Spade, the Bears have a Super Bowl caliber defense. Can they score points? Because, Spade, you looking at Aaron Rodgers and you like, shit, if we hold Aaron Rodgers to 10 points, you would think this shit is a dub. You hold Aaron Rodgers and the Packers to 10 points, and you only scored 3, you would think, yo, hold the Packers to 10 points, we win. They did that, and they lost. So,
yeah, I mean, what's the chances that? Aaron Rodgers got a new head coach too, so they out there, they trying to feel their way through. I don't, for any stretch of imagination, think that was the Packers at full strength. And also, even if it was, we've been questioning whether or not A.A. Ryan was still that man or not anyway. So, I don't know. It's a lot of question marks. And before we move forward, let me do something right quick. Jimmy Graham. Bro, what happened, dog? You good? You good, Jimmy?
He scored a touchdown.
Yeah, but come on, man. I just remembered. I thought Jimmy Graham All right, that's neither here nor there. Let's move forward, bro.
Was it Jimmy or was it the offense? Because I mean, even when he was with Seattle, I kind of felt like Russell Wilson used to force that shit to him.
Yeah, that's what you do to a 6'8" tight end. Yeah.
Okay.
That want wide receiver money. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was the lone touchdown they scored, and Rodgers forced that shit to him, and he jumped ball, they didn't caught it. Put him in the post and caught that shit. That was the only touchdown scored. I'm not saying he's still that dude. I'm just saying, we'll see. I'm looking at that Packers line, and I'm like, they better get that shit together before they get Rodgers killed. Now, we know, listen, I don't like the Packers, but I love Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. I'm glad you said that, because that's going to be the perfect segue into the next topic of the show, where we continue and actually finalize our NFL top fives. This is it, right?
Yep.
All right, we got 2 more positions to give you guys our top fives heading into the 2019 NFL season, and we got to finish it up because the season starts this weekend. And I don't like when LeParis get a chance to watch a whole lot of film, because then he go back and change his answers. Let me give you the formula. We look at last season's stats. We look at any changes that the team might have made, and we go, and then we predict. We say, oh, this is gonna go up, this is gonna go down, and we give you our top fives at various NFL positions leading into the season. We're going to do quarterbacks. LeParis, I want you to start this thing off. If you got an honorable mention, throw it my way. If not, give me your number 5 quarterback heading into the 2019 season.
Wow. Honorable mention, Spade. I'm taking it to your boy. And I'm giving honorable mention to Big Ben Roethlisberger. And it's crazy, because Andrew Luck would have made my list if he didn't retire. It was honorable mention was tough because it was going to be between Matt Ryan and Big Ben. Mm-hmm. But I think Big Ben's going to have a great year this year. I think people are saying, you know what, AB left. I think people think it's going to be, it's going to be tough for Big Ben. I think Big Ben still has, a lot in the tank. I think he's going to prove it this year. And I think Big Ben is going to have a solid season. He's honorable mention. He's not top 5 this year, Spade. Not top 5. He was never top 5 on my list, but he's honorable mention. Stop it. But at number 5, Spade, I got a guy that I think he do more with less, other than probably Tom Brady. And I'm talking about Russell Wilson, Spade. Russell Wilson, Spade, we thought the Seahawks was going to be terrible last year.
It's true.
And you look at Russell Wilson numbers, man, and you be like, man, how in God's name did Russell Wilson throw 30-plus touchdowns last year? How? Who was he throwing to? Now, it's going to be a lot tougher. Doug Baldwin, retired. I mean, they drafted Metcalf, who's a little banged up. I just think Russell Wilson, he do more. He just finds a way to get it done. He does more with less than probably Tom. I mean, Tom Brady got some weapons now, but I mean, we looked around the league like, how is Tom Brady doing this shit with Danny Woodhead? like what the hell? But Russell Wilson is number 5 on my top 5 list this year.
That's cool. I struggled with my honorable mention as well, and I had 3 names sitting right there, and I'm gonna throw all 3 of them in my honorable mention. I looked at Big Ben, who slid back to me, because regardless of what you say, you cannot lose Antonio Brown and not be affected. Okay. And this isn't shade to Juju, but I think things are going to get a bit tougher for Juju as well. I looked at Phillip Rivers, who I think is a gunslinger. I had him on that bubble, and I also had Russell Wilson on that bubble. And you're probably going to feel some kind of way about Russell Wilson actually sliding out of my 5 spot, but it'd be okay. At 5, I decided I want to go Matt Ryan this year. And that's tough because I'm super hard on Matt Ryan. But I felt like after his MVP year, his numbers kind of tapered off. I think he got a new OC that next year. And then last year, it seemed like things finished. He finished the season off. He was figuring it out. I also think the Falcons just made Julio Jones happy. And I think a happy Julio Jones goes a long way. And yeah, I think Devontae Freeman is back and healthy, who's also another target to throw to out of the backfield. You got savvy veterans like Sanu. You got Ridley, he's gonna be better this year than he was last year. I got Matt Ryan being the number 5 quarterback in the league going into the season. At 4, people ain't gonna like this, but I don't care. I don't like to crown people too early. At the same time, I recognize this guy's talent. You'd be a fool to ignore it. That's all I'm gonna say. At number 4, I got Pat Mahomes.
I don't think people got a problem with that.
People had Pat Mahomes number 1, fam. Number 1.
I think that's premature. I like Pat Mahomes, but I think that's premature. But go ahead.
No, that's it. That's all I gotta say. I got him at 4.
Man, I mean, I don't have a problem with that. And I hope our listeners are smart enough not to have a problem with that. But we'll see, because they'll let you know. We'll see. But at number 4, I got Pat Mahomes too, man. I don't have a problem with Pat Mahomes being there. I think Pat Mahomes. Listen, he's an amazing talent, man. Like, you look at the throws he make. You know what I mean? He's able to make all the throws all across the field. He's able to improvise. I mean, people love that no look shit, but I mean, I think you don't need all that shit.
That's
this ain't basketball.
Right?
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, I don't have a problem with Pat Mahomes being 4. I got him there too. At number 3, Spade, I got Drew Brees there. Number 3, I think Drew Brees is, a year old. I felt like he kind of tailed off last year at the end of last year. But I mean, I don't think it was all his fault. I mean, they ask a lot of Drew Brees in that offense, Spade. Like, Drew Brees, 40 years old, still out there throwing the ball 40, damn near 50 times a game. Now, a lot of that shit is to Kamara and Michael Thomas on slants and drags and shit like that. But I felt like he tapered off at the end of the year because he got a little tired, and it's the wear and tear. He was kind of taking a pounding a little bit. It's the wear and tear of the football season. But I got Drew Brees number 3, Spade.
Okay. You not gonna like this.
Uh-oh.
This guy has been number 1 on my list for years.
Uh-oh.
But I'm starting to where kid at? Somebody tell a kid to go ahead and skip forward about 30 seconds. I'm starting to sip the Kool-Aid that maybe, just maybe, the decline is starting a little early for AA Run. We found out that it was some issues with him and his coach. He's got a new coach. I don't fully believe that he buys in with this coach. It was just an issue about them saying, hey, we really don't do the audible thing. We send the play in, want you to run the play. And then that led to them backtracking and saying, Aaron has the power to change the play at the line if he wants to. But typically, look, man, at 3, still a tremendous talent, great arm talent, super high IQ. But at 3, I got Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
At 2, I gotta go down to New Orleans, man. I got Drew Brees. And you are right. Drew Brees seemed to taper off a little bit toward the end of the season. I don't know how much of it I put on Drew. And I could be foolish. I don't know how much of that I put on Drew. I'm looking at the way this team is constructed. They lost Ingram. But they brought in Latavius Murray, who I think could do the things that...
Solid.
Super solid. You still got Kamara, who's a receiver out of the backfield. You got Michael Thomas that they just made happy by breaking that bread off. And look, man, even at Drew Brees' old age and Ted Ginn's old age, we never saw Ted Ginn ever look this damn good until he got paired up with Drew Brees. And they got Jared Cook, who I think is a really good tight end.
Can't overlook that. Can't overlook that. I said can't overlook them getting cooked.
Can't overlook that.
We know Brees love the tight end.
And I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm kind of hard on Jimmy Graham now because I was feeling like Jimmy Graham fooled me, fam. I was wondering if it was never Jimmy. I wondered if it was Drew. Jimmy had me feeling like he was that dude, man. So, yeah, I got Drew Brees at 2.
Spade, it's crazy because at 2, for the same reasons you said, I got Aaron Rodgers, man. Aaron Rodgers is number 2 on my list. For all the reasons you said, I still think he, is amazing. He can make all the throws, can throw on a run, is as accurate as anybody in the league, man.
Absolutely.
And probably the best throwing on the run accurately. I mean, just amazing. But, Spade, I don't know. I looked at this game, man, and I was going to mention the same thing you said about the audibles. Now they said, it's audibles within our plays. So you see the play, and got audibles in the play. I played football a long time and all this shit. I ain't never seen no shit like this. Like this some new RPO shit. Like what is this?
Yeah.
Audibles in the place? So I don't know. This shit wild. I just felt like they trying to save face out there.
Yep.
And I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna still have an Aaron Rodgers type season if he stay healthy. I'm concerned about that blocking. You can't give up 6 sacks, bro. You can't give up 6 sacks.
That's true.
And I mean, I still think he's gonna be amazing though. So for that reason, he's number 2 on my list. And this shit about to shock everybody because I don't think he has ever been number 1 on my list. At number 1, Spade, I got Thomas Brady. Tom Brady, I don't know how the hell Tom Brady still doing this shit, Spade.
I do.
How is Tom Brady still doing this shit, bruh? Like, if people gonna be like, oh, his stats in the Super Bowl, he only had 100 or this much. I don't care, bruh. He still, bruh. The biggest play in that Super Bowl was the throw to Gronk. That shit, and that was it. That was the one. And Tom Brady made that shit, man. As bad as it sickens me to have Tom Brady as the best the number 1 quarterback in this league, I still think, and it's crazy because if we know anything about the Patriots, they're going to be right back in this shit again. And I'm in the thick of things. And when I say the thick of things, I don't mean having a good regular season record. I don't mean a wild card. I don't mean a division. They're gonna be right back in this conference shit for it all again. Like I don't want to say Super Bowl quite yet, but they're gonna be damn near in the AFC Championship again, and that's gonna be because of Tom Brady. And I mean, what else can you say? I don't understand how he's still doing this shit. He like 50 years old.
Yeah, I did the same thing at 1. I'm going Brady. And I got a weird relationship with Patriots fans and Tom Brady fans because people like to put him over Dan Marino, and I don't. I'm not talking about his accomplishments. Obviously, you put him over, but in terms of arm talent, he don't touch Dan Marino with a 10-foot pole. But I'm gonna tell you,
I mean, Dan Marino could throw the football through a damn Cheerio, like
and then hit a target, right? You know what I'm saying, on the back end of that shit.
Yeah, like,
but I'm gonna be honest with you. If you look at the way they're, and this is gonna sound like shade, but it's not. But if you look at their system of how they operate, this might be the most offensive talent around Tom Brady in a long time. Sony Michel, I think, is a really good running back. James White is still the savvy vet. You still got Julian Edelman. You got Demaryius Thomas, who has a chip on his shoulder and something to prove. You got Flash Gordon with a chip on his shoulder and something to prove. You got Philip Dorsett, who still isn't a great wide receiver, but can run faster than probably anybody on the damn field. And they're going to dink and doink and, like, that shit is just unstoppable. I think it's been proven. Like, their system works. And if it ain't broke, you don't fix it, and there's no reason to deviate from it. And also, something I want to say about this team, I meant to say it about Drew Brees also when I was talking about number 2. It also helps when you look at those defenses. It's defenses that's going to be able to get other teams off the field and get you back on the field. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to play to their advantage as well. Tom freaking Brady, bro.
How, bro? How is he still doing this shit?
But that shit ain't going to work when they play the Dolphins. But I mean, the rest of the league can't do nothing about it.
He should be getting AARP at this.
He probably is. He probably is. I mean, the guy takes care of himself, man. He got his own trainer, his own, like, dietitian. Is that the word?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a word.
Yeah, on this show it is.
If he have that, but that's a word.
He do. Like, the man eat like cardboard and leaves.
Is he a vegan?
I don't know what he is, bro. He's a Tom Brady-ian. He got his own shit. He's starting his own diet. Yeah, man, he's taking care of himself. I don't want to say another damn thing about Tom Brady. Can we go ahead and move on?
It's baby. We're gonna take it to outside backers, man. This is gonna end our top 5. We want you guys to leave your top 5s. You already know in the comment section down below. Tweet us your top 5s and all that. Spade, I want you to start with number 5.
Outside backers.
Or honorable mention, whatever you got.
Oh man. Number 5, I got an honorable mention, and it's gonna sound like a homer pick, and I'm fine with that. A fan pick. My honorable mention, I wanted to go Kiko Alonso. Kiko got moved.
Play for the Dolphins no more.
That's fine. Last season he played He got moved from inside backer to outside backer. He had 125 tackles. He defended passes. He forced fumbles. He just was everywhere, man. And it's so weird that the Dolphin fan base never really loved Kiko Alonso, and I was just a big fan of the dude. Also, put another star beside Drew Brees because the Saints just picked up Kiko, and Kiko's gonna be a terror for those guys. But anyway, I got Kiko as my honorable mention. I did something weird at 5. At 5, I'm taking a flyer on a young kid that I just see a ton of potential in. I'm going out to Pittsburgh. I'm talking TJ Watt. Shit, man, TJ might end up being the better Watt. I said might. Relax. Don't kill me. I said might. Relax. I said might. But yeah, TJ Watt. Just watch a game. That's all I gotta say. Just watch him. It's amazing. The kid is ready. He's ready. The pair. He better be on your list.
He amazing. He's not on my list, but he did make honorable mention. He's an honorable mention. I got TJ Watt as my honorable mention. I mean, just can do it all, man. Like TJ Watt can,
he's got potential.
You play that type of 3-4 attacking defense, bruh. You want your outsides to be able to get to that backer. Get to that quarterback. You want your backer to get to that quarterback, and TJ Watt can do that. And he get the ball. You want him to be able to get the ball. So shout out to TJ Watt. He's my honorable mention. Not quite yet top 5. At number 5, and I'm gonna tell you what, if this dude keep getting better, then this dude will definitely move further up this list. At number 5, I got the Dallas Cowboy outside linebacker, young LVE, Lathan Vander Esch. Shout out to him. Number 5 on my list, bro. Can cover, can stop the run, can get after the QB, can do it all. Shout out to LVE, number 5 on the top 5 outside backer list. Spade, he better be on your list.
Don't tell me what I better do. I'm grown.
You hate the Cowboys. I don't know what's the issue.
All I got is love in my heart, bro. When you supposed to give another one or no?
I gave my honorable. Oh, I go again. So at number 4. Now, I know this guy may be a defensive end. Now, I don't know. I don't know what they be doing with these players. But now, this dude was recently traded, man. He was outside before he was traded, and I'm going to keep him right there. And I'm talking about Jadeveon Clowney. Clowney, right now, is number 4 on my list. Can get after the. You gotta know, you want to know what can rejuvenate a person? A fresh start, some new jerseys, a new jersey, a new home. So I think Jadeveon Clowney will play well this year. He might be playing defensive end, I don't know. But for these purposes, he's number 4 on my outside linebacker list.
Man, imagine living in Houston where the scene is popping, the night scene popping. Right. TV Johnny giving you grills to put in your mouth.
They got the baddies. Them in Atlanta.
Then shipped from there to rainy ass Seattle, and you talking about the change of scenery gonna help? It gloomy ass city. Yeah, man. Let me tell you what I got. At 4, man, I also got LVE, man. I'm gonna tell you. I kind of give LaParis a hard time about forcing Cowboys in these categories, but the best thing that can happen to Cowboys fans, and I hate to admit this, and I never want anybody to be injured, but Sean Lee going down was an opportunity that this guy said I'm gonna take advantage of. And
Sean Lee always goes down. It's the inevitable.
Hey, you said that, not me. But yeah, let me go from my 4 to my number 3. Okay. My number 3 is Darius Leonard, bruh. Woo! Okay. A see-ball, hit-ball guy. Get it done. All around the field. Do it all. Young dude, too. Number 3.
Number 3 on my list is Darius Leonard. Listen, man. This dude just hits everything moving. I remember me and Don was going back and forth. I was souping up LVE like, yo, this dude is nice. He might be the best. And then he was like, yo, you not Darius Leonard. And I'm like, yo, I don't got no problem with Darius Leonard. Like, Darius Leonard is a whole problem. Like, that dude, listen, if we had the other 2 dudes at N that's above him, this dude would be the best outside linebacker in the league. Man. At number 2, I got a dude that's just been getting it done forever. ever since he touched down. And I'm talking about Von Miller. Von Miller, get out, strip sacks. What else can you say about Von Miller? People don't think these top two dudes can cover. They can. They don't have to, because why put them out there when they getting your ass 20 damn sacks a season? Shout out to Von Miller, still out here getting it done, man. Von Miller.
Yeah, and I did something different. I switched mine around.
Okay.
At number 2, I went Khalil Mack.
Okay.
I don't have to talk up Khalil Mack. You see him. He's a game changer, man. As soon as he landed in Chicago, they went from stink to, hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Like, he instantly turned that around. I still kept Von Miller at 1, and I feel like you could easily go 1, 2.
Vice versa.
But I'm going to tell you something. I looked at the production that Bradley Chubb had, and I took some of that credit and gave it to Von, because Von faced, and he gets double teamed. They move him around sometimes. Like, he is the guy that when the quarterback break huddle and he's walking to the line of scrimmage, you look for Von. And that's a benefit that helped other guys on the team. Didn't really help Shane Ray that much. But I got Von Miller being number 1. I also, again, no shade to Mac, but I even think that Von is a little better against the run. Not a whole lot, but Von's just he's a problem, bro. He's a problem.
Like I said, these top two dudes, vice versa. They interchangeable, man. So at number 1, I got Khalil Mack. All the reasons you said, Khalil Mack just get out. Listen, I don't know what the hell the Raiders was thinking giving up Khalil Mack last year, but man, you look at how the Raiders last year with the Raiders and now this year with the Raiders, you just feel bad for the Raiders. But Khalil Mack is that dude. Like you said, we don't even got Khalil Mack just wreaked havoc on Thursday. Like, I was screaming at the TV like, get a running back to Chip Mack. Like, where's somebody help. Like, you just look at Mac and be like, help. Let me talk to the people. Me and you played knockout on Madden last night.
Yep.
We got the pick defense. Spade was like, yo, where do we go? They had, man. We got Khalil Mack in the championship game of knockout. Khalil Mack caused a strip fumble. We scooped and scored and won that shit. We won the knockout championship. Yeah. That's all you need to know about Khalil Mack. Talk about a damn X factor.
And he do that in real life. Like, he forced fumbles. I think he forced fumbles in
like 4 straight games.
When the offense
come out the huddle and be like, break, you find Khalil Mack.
Absolutely.
Same thing with Von Miller. But
you better find them both.
You better find these dudes because they amazing. So Khalil Mack is number 1 on my list, man. I ain't mad at you having Von first though.
So I'm trying to hear, where was our list? How did you have Clowney? Who was missing off yours? Wait, who was 5 for you?
LVE.
Okay, got you.
And then Clowney was 4. Leonard, Von, and Matt.
Wow, I cannot believe you had Clowney over LVE.
Clowney just been getting it done longer.
Wow.
Just been getting it done longer. But I'm telling you, you let LVE come out and have a season I think he's gonna have this year. And you watch. He's gonna be damn near, it's gonna be Khalil Mack, Darius Leonard, LVE, Von Miller. Huh.
Anywho, B, what I do that for? To give you some more green light to talk Cowboy trash. Y'all boys better be good this year. If you got 15 damn Cowboys in the NFL top 5s this year. If y'all some bitches don't go somewhere and do something this year, I'm gonna fry y'all up on this pod, and I guarantee you won't like it. Okay.
We got a picking game, bro.
I just want you to know that. Let's go ahead and bring the show to a close.
Want to pick the Dolphins and the Ravens?
Bro, you said that like I'm scared. I understand what we doing out here. I understand what we doing.
Let me just tell before you go, Spade. Let me just tell them we are bringing Strong Arm Performer back next week. Next week, Strong Arm Performer will be back. Go ahead, Spade.
Last segment of the show today is our NFL Pick'em. LeParis started this current season of Pick'em off with a win. But it don't really count because Oregon won, but then they quit. So in my mind, it can be 1-1 or 0-0.
That ain't how this shit work, bro. They already put the records in the comments.
So you feel like you deserve that? You deserve that win in week 1? All right.
It ain't about deserve. It's about what happened.
All right. That answer tells me all I need to know. The parents, give us an NFL. Whatever 2 teams you say. That's how. I don't need no preparation. Just give me 2 teams.
Spade, we going with the Steelers at Pack, bro. Patriots are raising their Super Bowl banner. Probably invited Meek Mill. I don't know how that connection happened, but they gave Meek Mill a Super Bowl ring and shit. He ain't even get one from the Eagles, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
I don't even know how that shit happens. But we're gonna go Pittsburgh Steelers versus New England Patriots. This is the game of the week, the game of the night. Spade, who do you have and why?
I got the Patriots.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Give me the Steelers. Cool. I'm about to get this 2-game lead. Cool.
Playing the game all wrong, youngin. You think just going against me is gonna help you get the win? That's what you think?
Cool.
That's your game plan for this season?
Cool. Whole season.
Gonna work.
Can't wait till the Nose play the Canes the way y'all look week 1.
The way y'all look week 1. What are you talking about? What?
Relax, bro. Yo, relax. Why you getting personal? Shit.
Bro, let's get up out of here, man.
Listen, man. Leave your thoughts about every topic we talked about today. We know that Antonio Brown segment ran a little too long. Spade, let all that fly. Let all 30 fly.
Oh, it's
let
fine.
it fly. Listen, man. Let us know who you think gonna win the pick'em game too this week. I'm up 1-0. Keep score. Please keep the score in the comment section. That's somebody's job. Down there in the comment section to keep score. Listen, man, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. Y'all already know, if you new here, bang the subscribe button. If you're a regular here, hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds. It's also a little bell up there. You can click that bell to send the notification to your mobile device to let you know that it's a new episode has been uploaded to our YouTube channel. If you don't want to see 2 dudes arguing in a box, it's okay. We got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, ऊPodOmatic, iTunes, Spotify. We are everywhere. There's no reason why you guys should ever miss a show. We want to thank you guys for your continued support. We'll see you guys next episode. We out.
Go Kings.
Peace.